Hello everyone, my name is Roya, and today I'm going to be telling you all about the 3 books that I read in the first half of July. So first I read Season of Kings by A.J. Retger. This is such a good book. It is really dark, though. It literally makes Game of Thrones look like Care Bears or something. If you like that aspect of Game of Thrones, you should definitely check this out for sure. So it follows 3 different main characters in a just weird kingdom, I guess. So basically we have a king who basically got to be king by killing his brother and all that stuff, and so he only slightly knows what he's doing. Like, he has a good idea of why he wanted to be king and what he wants to actually do with that, but he is still somewhat full of himself and just kind of douchey and all of that. So, so he makes a huge mistake, and through totally his own fault, by making just a really bad deal with like a mage guy, he loses the use of his legs, and so he has to like try extra hard to prove himself, but he like is trying way too hard to compensate for the fact that he did that and he made that mistake. And then it also follows a Viking-ish warrior guy who is like well known and somewhat legendary and all of that, but he and like he seems like he's a really awful person at first, but he actually really is not at all, and he just has like a really dark past. And then it's also following this super young teenage girl named Anna, who basically just like falls in with a group of thieves and just is like way in the wrong crowd and is trusting entirely the wrong people. The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie O. This is a beautiful story that's basically a Shim-Chong retelling, where entirely the wrong girl gets sacrificed to the sea god essentially, and then a lot of stuff. So she basically goes under the water and all that stuff, and there's a whole other world in there that's full of spirits, and there's like a city and everything, and it's just really cool. And however, this book really took forever to pick up. So the first like half of the book I was kind of going like, all right, so who are our characters? Why do we care about these people? What is it that's going on? Because basically at the beginning it plunges us into the conflict without any sort of preamble of like who these people are, why do we care about the main character. And so I feel like my main thing about this book that I think could have been a lot better is that the main character didn't have a whole lot of a personality. Like, it's a lot more, the story's a lot more about what happens to her rather than her as a character, I felt like. But it really was it's like from her point of view and everything. I think it should have been more driven by her as a character. But I really wanted to get to know more about her as a character, because we really did not get very much like actual personality from her, especially at the beginning of the book. We already like don't know why we care about her, like why we're supposed to follow what she's doing and all that stuff. So it did feel really flat, but it was honestly like such a beautiful story, and just where it went was so good, and all kinds of stuff about what is happening around her is just totally not what it seems at all, and it's just really good, and I really liked it. And next, definitely one of my favorite reads of the year, The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. I loved the absolute crap out of this book. I could not put it down. So this is about a girl who is raised in a village where women have like no rights. And so she's now of age where she's going to get cut and shown that her blood is red, aka pure, and all of that. And she's kind of scared because even though it's so few and far between, like when someone's blood is not pure or whatever, she is a little bit afraid because her mother was not from there or anything, and she's already like judged. It turns out that her blood is golden, so she is not pure or whatever. So she so somebody comes and gets her from the village. This mysterious like lady comes and gets her and takes her to this training ground where she is meant to use her unique abilities and all of that to kill these creatures that have been like wreaking havoc on the empire or whatever. So this book is about so much more than that, but I can't give away anything else because it would be spoilers. So basically, this entire book is full of twists, like a lot of twists. It's not what it, like nothing going on is what it seems like at all. And it's really, really terrible and really great. And I loved this entire book. Like, it was so hard to put down. Every time I put the book down to do something else, I was like, I couldn't wait to get back to it. So it was really, really good the entire time. So anyway, those are the 3 books that I read in the first half of July. So if you've read any of these, have any thoughts on them, any of that, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!